just pause. Sit in silence. Turn that phone off. Sit in silence. Some of y'all don't even sit in silence alone with yourself. You're so caught up in everything that's going on around you, but are you checking in with yourself? Are you making sure you good? Are you making sure you good? Hello, hello, hello. It's B at Real Talks with B. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, hi. How are you? How is your heart? I pray all is well. I want to talk today about literally just breathing. Y'all, in a world that's so loud and so full of noise, you really just got to take time to just breathe. Just breathe. It's going to be so many things, especially like I can't really speak on you, but for me, it's like life be just lifing. And I know that's just for everybody, because even the people that I talk to, even the people that I engage with and interact with, you know, everybody got their little problems and their little things that they deal with. But like I said, in a world that is so loud, you really have to take time to just breathe. And what I mean by breathe is just to literally sit with yourself alone in your own solitude and just breathe. Even if you can try to just turn off your brain, turn off your mind, calm those thoughts down. You literally have to tell your mind, hey, chill. Chill. Be quiet. Hush. Because it's just so much. And then, you know, especially like I always say with social media, you know, with these platforms, with our phones, it's just so much. So I'm just here to remind you to just breathe. Even if you have to do some breathing exercises or some breathing techniques, I think that breathing and breath work helps, especially with anxiety, depression, if you're going through something. If you can't find, or if you find yourself in a space where, you know, your thoughts are just constantly just so loud. It's just so much going on up here mentally. Then you might need to look up on YouTube, like breathing meditations, breathing exercises. I'm telling you, it helps to quiet your mind a little bit and refocus. Hold on, y'all. I got this candle lit and it smells so good. Hold on, pause. It's a Walmart candle. It's called Toasted Banana Cream Pie. But sometimes candles, and this one, like right here, sometimes I don't know. It's too close really, but it's all good. I just had to blow it out. It does smell really good, but just sometimes you ever be like that, like certain scents, I don't know. Anyway, I just had to blow it out. All right, back to the message. Okay. So like I was saying, especially if you're a person that's always thinking, always overthinking, you know, your mind and your thoughts be on 1,000. If you like me, because I'm like that. I'm always thinking, I'm always trying to think of the next thing, always trying to think of an idea, trying to think of what I'm going to create next, trying to think of what I'm going to do next, thinking about money, thinking about this, thinking about that, content. And it's just like, just chill. Shut up. You gotta sometimes tell your thoughts, shut up. I'm in control. Chill. So anyway, that's just really what I wanted to say, y'all, because it's just a lot going on and there's just so much information, there's just so much noise, and you just really have to just breathe and get through what you're going through. And if you are going through something, just know that you are not alone, and this too shall pass and you'll get through it. One day at a time. Life is going to life. Things are going to happen. Stuff gonna happen that's out of our control. Things gonna happen. Curveballs coming. But just know that if you are blessed with a new day, and no matter what you're going through, I was sad earlier today. I really was, and I'm being honest right now. I was sad earlier today because, once again, my thoughts all over the place, overthinking. Sometimes you can think yourself into a state of sadness, a state of depression, anxiety, just off of your thoughts, y'all. But our thoughts are literally just thoughts. They don't control us unless we give them the power to control us. So it's so important to be mindful of your thinking. You know, I talk about that on this channel. It's so important because you literally can think yourself into a bad space or into sadness. And I was so sad earlier, and so I had to instantly think about what would help me feel better in this moment, And sometimes it's literally just asking yourself, what can I do for you? How can I help you? Ask yourself those questions. How can I help you? And so in the moment, I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm going to get out the house. I enjoy going to the park. I enjoy taking nature walks. That's something that really calms me down and helps me. It works for me and it's healthy. It's not me going and drinking 2-3 glasses of, liquor or whatever. It's not that. It's literally taking, though, in those moments, doing healthy things that can help get you out of that funk. Okay. So I went to the park. I went and got me a sandwich and I went to the park and I sat with myself. I sat in silence. I had the radio playing, but then I had to turn the radio down. That's what I'm saying. It's just so many distractions. It's so much noise. It's so much. You literally have to kind of force yourself to go into that space of silence, that space of solitude, and just breathe. You and God, you and you. I ain't talking about calling your friend every time you go through something. I ain't talking about picking up the phone, texting somebody every time you go through something. Sometimes you just got to go through that thing and you got to get through that thing by yourself. Okay? And so this is what I mean. Like I went to the park and I sat there and it's this tree that I park in front of every time I go to this park. And sometimes I just sit and I just look at the tree. And I allow myself to just quiet down. And even if you have to sit there and cry, crying is good. It's okay. Let it out. Let it out. Don't hold all that stuff in so much. Because one day you're going to spaz out. You're going to crash out. If you just hold everything in. And sometimes you got to hold it in. Sometimes you got to just go through the weather the storm, you and God, one-on-one. But when you are alone, it's okay to cry and just let it out. Just release those tears and release those emotions and just breathe. Just breathe. I'm telling you. Inhale. Exhale. Look up breathing exercises. Look up breathing meditations. I used to watch a few of those and do them. I ain't gonna lie, I don't do them like I used to, like I went through this phase. And I do that. I go through phases of things. I'm just being honest. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, I just sit and do breathing exercises. But I sit a lot in my solitude. And I quiet my mind. I literally quiet my mind. I feel my thoughts are there. So I am aware of my thoughts and my thinking. But somehow while I'm sitting there, I instantly, start calming myself down. I start talking to myself and start saying things that are, especially when I get into this funk or I get into this space where my thoughts try to get real negative and real crazy. I have to go to them spaces. Like I went to the park and I sat there and I ate my sandwich and I looked at that tree and I looked at, the people walking, and I sat there in silence in my car alone, and I felt myself starting to calm down. And I started talking to God. I started talking to myself, talking nice to myself. Like, it's going to be okay no matter what. Look at where you are now. You know what I'm saying? Think back on your life. Look at where you are now. And even if you're not where you want to be, you can get there. I'm here today. This is a new day. This is a new opportunity. You feel me? I'm here for something. I started telling myself these things. Like, it's okay. Like, this too shall pass. Trouble don't last always, y'all. I talk about these things because I go through stuff too. I deal with stuff too, but just know that this too shall pass, and whatever you're going through, you will get through what you're going through. And you just got to trust and you got to believe. And I don't know if you believe in God or who you believe in, but I'm sure you believe in something. You got to believe that whatever you're struggling with and dealing with, that this too shall pass and everything will be all right after a while. Everything will be all right after a while. I promise you it will. And so that's my message for today. I really just wanted to come on here and just say, just pause, sit in silence, turn that phone off, sit in silence. Some of y'all don't even sit in silence alone with yourself. You so caught up in everybody else's business. You're so caught up in all this stuff on social media. You're so caught up in everything that's going on around you. But are you checking in with yourself? Are you making sure you good? Are you making sure you good? And I mean it. Are you making sure? I'm not talking about waiting on him, her, them over there to make sure you good. Are you making sure you good? Are you showing up for you? Are you doing what you said you was going to do for you? Are you checking in with you? You texting everybody else. You checking in on social media. You talking about what's going on over here, what's going on over there. I got friends that do that. They send posts inside the group talking about everybody else. And sometimes I do engage, but I'm not fully embedded into other people's life. I got my own shit to deal with. I got my own problems. I'm living real life. I got real life stuff happening just like everybody else. But are you making sure you straight at the end of the day? You can't wait on nobody else. Everybody else in the world, they selfish. They about them. They don't care about what you really, you know what I'm saying? They might sit and listen just to get some information off of you. But at the end of the day, you got to deal with you. And it is some genuine people out there that care. I'm not going to take that away. It is. It is. And those ones, you got to keep them close to you. You got to keep them close to you. But don't forget, when you lay in that bed at night, and when you wake up in that bed in the morning and you look in that mirror, it's you. It's you looking back at you. It's you looking at you. So make sure you're good. And if you haven't told yourself nothing nice today, when you get done watching this video, go tell yourself something nice. Go look in that mirror and tell yourself something nice. Until next time, I will see y'all in the next video. And be sweet, okay? Bye.